void. Cool. Thanks, man. Greetings from the void. My name is Nullamore, which means unlovable for everyone except for my fiance, which interrupted me just then.
Which interrupted me? Not who, which.
And this is Journey Through Miro, and these are my boys. Say hi.
Konnichiwa.
And they're going to introduce themselves.
I'm Steven the Stoll, who thought that I would have a window to say that if I had a balaclava, I would look like Spy from TF2. And I'll be playing the part of Nato. I also run my own D&D game that these two people play on the channel of Jedi 100.
Oh, heavens. I guess I'll go next. I am the Black Doctor, also known as the illustrious and I guess dad of the group, Balgroth the Dark. Someone who is supposed to be a great paladin of vengeance, but basically has become the babysitter for all of you. Well, yeah. Him. You can find me on TikTok at Black Doctor 21, Instagram and YouTube under the Black Doctor. I do awesome stuff there.
You know, it's funny. I'm looking at my old notes, and I have my name, and then I guess you were introduced first, and I have Balgroth, and then I have in the alternating SpongeBob font, the Dark Blade of Vengeance, half-orc paladin.
Facts.
Yeah, so I am DL Jitsu on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram in that order. Statistics show that 4 out of 5 people at some point in their lives suffer from crippling depression. I'm the 1 in 5 that enjoys it. I play the role of Isaiah Yeager, Magus extraordinaire, and I babysit Balgroth as he babysits Yip Yap. And yet they still get kidnapped. So stay away from the white vans this week, guys.
Hey, I'm busy babysitting Fossil.
How is it that you babysit us and yet we got captured?
That's what I'm saying. Stay away. I know they said they had candy. I know it. But I'm not your dad, and they're not my friends, so I don't even know why that would be.
Why'd you let it happen? Why'd you let it happen?
You know why? Because you're ungovernable.
Based. Anarchy.
Anarchy! All I think was the whitest kids you know for that one.
I love it. Okay, I think we've got all that craziness out.
Cool.
Let's
for now.
So, who would like to recap the last episode? Come on, guys.
Well, I'm a little bit fuzzy between the last 2 episodes, but we were in town, and I believe we had already had that. I think we left actually, and there was a storm, and there was a little storm of snaky creatures above us, serpentine, and we came to a stone circle, and we all saw basically enemies of ours, and people that I saw said that they were from the student council, and they said that they were the smartest and best at the school, and made fun of my family. And then it all kind of just stopped when we went away.
Oh yes.
Also, I think Yip Yap tried to shank me at one point, so that was not cool.
No, not you. Just people from my backstory who were
occupying the same space as me, saying the words I was saying in my voice.
You're just a victim of quantum circumstance.
Cool.
Wow.
Dale, you get inspiration.
See, Yip Yap, as theological as he is, he understood that while you had the accidents of being Isaiah Yeager, you had the substance of being my mortal enemies.
Listen, I know how Kirby works. You don't have to explain it to me.
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
As we continue, what were you saying?
The null's already broken. I'm sorry.
As we continue, the rain continues to kind of not beat down. It's definitely gotten a bit lighter, but it has also gotten darker as night starts to settle in around you three and the caravan. Who wants to take first watch while the Timberwolves continue trekking through?
I'll take it.
Okay. Can you roll a perception for me?
Sure. Roll 20 slow for me. Here we go. Perception, you said?
Yes, please. Okay, so you're kind of sitting out on the driver's seat of the wagon, watching the Timberwolves kind of make their way through the tall grass and the road that is there, but it seems like it hasn't been traveled for some time. And you start to hear like the little night creatures and stuff around you. But nothing really happens above you as the rain pours down. You can hear like soft roars and kind of the groans from the creatures above you. But other than that, there's not much going on.
Spooky but nice. He basically begins to hum to himself, to the tune of "The Night Begins to Shine."
Nice.
We are the night.
Cool.
Do I notice anything else while I'm going on, or is that pretty much it?
That would be your watch. Who's next?
I'll go next.
All right. Can you
I
roll
smack Isaiah to wake him up.
What? Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Yeah, Shane.
Dang.
The rain has definitely stopped by now, and the two visible moons are high in the sky as you move along. And under this new light with the stars above you as well, you notice shadows kind of flitting in and out from the moonbeams. Not getting too close to the caravan, but clearly kind of staying close by.
Interesting. So there's like shadows flitting close by?
There's like small shadows kind of moving around.
Hmm. Can my crow see anything in the dark? Like, can you make out shapes?
You can roll perception for your crow.
Oh.
As your crow kind of flies around to help see what's around, the shadows aren't really tangible. It seems like they're coming from unseen bodies that are moving around. And as it flies around, you notice that the humming of the night insects slowly dies down into a more kind of guttural humming that is stationary, kind of at the length of the path, near the ground, rather than around you.
The jazz music has stopped, you say? Can I, let me, before I say something prematurely, let me just see what I have to work with here. Can I? Yeah, I guess. Can I walk towards where the humming's coming from?
If you get off the caravan, the wolves are going to stop walking as well. So you
Oh,
can.
I see. Okay, I see. And so is this humming coming from in front of us?
It's coming from like at the level of the path as you move forward. It just kind of stays at the ground.
Interesting. Well, then I guess I'll just stay alert, being ready.
Okay. So that will be your watch as you kind of just listen to this humming. And that leaves Yip Yap to take the last watch. You can roll perception after Isaiah wakes you up.
Yip yap. Wake up, it's your turn.
My head hurts, drinks from his flask.
I was gonna say he sounds more drunk than usual.
Oh, fuck. Should have seen the other guy. Okay. Yip Yap is gonna give Fossil the help action to be perceptive. Because Yip Yap is not. So he's gonna get advantage from Yip helping. Which is great.
Why'd you click it 3 times?
I only clicked that twice.
That's not what the record
confused.
shows.
I distinctly clicked twice.
I guess I'll give you the 10 then.
Stephen, the living modalist.
Yip and Fossil also kind of hears this guttural humming. Yeah, guttural humming that is happening kind of at the base of the wagon and in the grass around you. And you kind of see the grass is moving in a way that is not cohesive with how the wind is blowing.
Yeah, that's not how that
Yeah, sure.
That's not. I see grass, Fossil, and that's not how grass is. Fogroth!
You gonna wake up Fogroth?
Fogroth! Something's weird. I'm scared.
Roll to wake up Fogroth. Roll I don't know. Just
Roll a survival check.
yeah, roll a survival check.
I'm a kobold of little body. Oh no. I don't have my glasses on.
Just with tiny little spectacles.
Yes. So yeah, you managed to wake him up gently enough.
I reach out, but man, I reach out instinctively, but completely miss him, and then sit myself up.
The grass ain't grassing.
Huh?
The wind is going this way, and the grass is going this way. Now I know sometimes they could go both ways, but it's being weird.
Yip, prejudging aside, are you sure you're sober right now?
I hope not.
Balgroth gets up and he comes to the front of the carriage and tries to look and see what Yip Yap is looking at.
Roll perception, but I will tell you straight away, since you kind of listened to the humming of the insects earlier in your shift, you realize that it is not the same humming right now.
Okay.
And the grass
but
is
I don't
moving.
necessarily see what it is.
No, you can't see what's making the humming, and you can't tell exactly if the grass is moving independent of the wind or not.
Here, Yip Yap. Stay here. Keep an eye on anything. And if anything happens, you get Isaiah up. All right.
Okay.
So I ready in action as I step out and observe the grass.
So, yes, as you leave the caravan, the wolves stop walking and just kind of sit down. And when your feet hit the ground, you realize the ground is a lot softer than the like hard packed dirt that made up the path earlier. And the grass is very dry and brittle despite the season.
I tap my foot on the ground.
The humming gets a little bit louder.
I reach down and poke it.
It doesn't feel like mud. It feels like moss beneath your feet.
Okay, well, I get down on the ground and put my head to the ground to see what I can hear.
As you put your head to the ground, at eye level, you can tell that there's little mushrooms that are kind of dotting the ground. And you can hear that the humming is definitely coming from underground, in a sense.
Whatever's going on here, it's below us.
Mushroom dance, whatever could it mean?
It means you've lived a life of sin. Here, what I do is I plant myself on the ground, take out my emblem of the Tylurian, and begin to concentrate, seeking for guidance.
Can you roll a charisma save?
Oh, I'm good at these. I am not good at these.
Nothing happens outright, but as you kind of stand with the emblem kind of focusing on it, the mushrooms that you saw by your feet start to glow a kind of dim purplish blue.
I look a little bit closer to observe them.
They look like little mushrooms that are glowing purple and blue.
I grab one of them.
The humming kind of increases for a moment and then dies back to its regular level as the mushroom doesn't do anything. Continues to glow.
Can I do anything else? I mean, I sort of observe the mushroom a little bit deeper, trying to figure out what it's made of, or why it's reacting the way that it is.
Roll a history check.
How is that my best roll? And I have no additions to this. Why?
So, you looking at these mushrooms, and then you're kind of coming out of your groggy state after being woken up. You remember that you saw similar mushrooms in Kincardine in the Queen's Garden. Bioluminescent mushrooms that caused weird things to happen to Yip Yap.
Oh, right, him and his craziness. So this is where these are from. I get up and try to investigate further, trying to not alone see more of the mushrooms, but see if they lead to anything interesting.
It doesn't seem to go anywhere, and the glowing is dim enough to where, like, when it goes further into the grass, the trail just kind of ends.
I stop my foot in frustration.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I walk back. I walk back to the carriage and step on and tell Yip Yap. It seems like it was just glowing mushrooms, my friend.
Oh.
I mean, and I hold one out to him.
Yip takes it.
I wouldn't. No. You remember what happened last time?
No. What happened?
I remember what happened last time. It
You
did
heavy
not
metal?
end well. It did not end well. Give me that.
Yip licks it.
Give me that. Then I keep it in my knapsack, just keeping it away from him. Don't do that again.
How did it taste?
It tastes like dirt.
Oh, dirt! Dirt! That's not a mushroom, that's dirt!
No, I didn't drop my steak in dirt. Stop asking.
Yip does the mushroom dance.
Oh my gosh, he starts dancing like he's got cactus juice.
Yes.
It's the quenchiest.
It'll quench you.
So is the grass still moving in a weird way?
To you, it looks like it's just bending with the wind.
I mean, I don't necessarily see anything Yip Yap. It's just wind doing grassy things to the grass.
Oh.
But here. I'll stay with you. I'll stay with you. If you see anything else, just let me know.
That's fine.
I will hurt you if you keep me up this long.
So that will end Yip Yap's watch. And as he kind of stays up, the sun starts to rise. And the path ahead of you starts to, whereas you all were walking through kind of hills and plains most of this journey, the caravan starts to follow a path that leads more into a forested area now. As you all start to wake up.
Second layer of eyelids.
Well,
You still weird me with that Yip Yap.
Huh? Oh.
Kobolds are interesting. Oh, hello, Isaiah. Good to see you.
good morning, Balgroff. How was your walks last night?
Oh,
How did you
mine
get up
was.
twice?
Yeah, I mean, mine was fine. Yip Yap woke me up. He said the grass was acting weird, and so I
Yeah.
got up to investigate and found a glowing mushroom.
Oh, do you have it?
Yeah,
May I see it?
I pull it out to show it to him.
Is it magic?
Not that you can tell. It's just glowing.
With detect magic?
It's just glowing.
Can I sniff it?
Sure, it smells like dirt.
She wouldn't let her eat it.
I'd like to quickly dart out and just tap it with my tongue.
What is up with you two and licking this mushroom?
It's for science.
It tastes like dirt.
Okay. There's no immediate dripping effect or anything.
Nope.
Interesting. And is it glowing in the daylight?
Very dimly in the soft shadows that the caravan provides.
Fascinating.
What, a man just can't have a bioluminescent mushroom around on his hand?
It's an awfully
I
large
don't know
word.
what that means.
Yeah, of course, Yip Yap doesn't know what it means, but I'm royalty, I do.
Where's your kingdom, by the way?
Shut up.
I guess I'm the dumb of his king. I'm the kingdom. You know, like a court jester, a kingdom.
You're a gem to this. You're a gem to this party. Yip yap. You're an absolute gem.
I'm important. Yay! Yip Yip kind of jumps off and kind of runs around giddily.
Isaiah ponders where it all went wrong in his life.
Balrog does the same.
Wait, so you jump out of the caravan?
No. I thought we were stopped. For some
No,
reason.
it's still moving.
Sounded like we were. Okay, I'm just running around the floor. Up the walls, on the roof, on the ceiling.
As you run over the ceiling, you wake up the skull.
Ah, Gary Cortez.
Ha! Ha! What's going on? Ha!
I'm special!
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot you're here.
Oh man, come on, don't talk like that.
Hey, I mean, at least the other guy got to discover you. I would have tossed you.
What?
At least the other guy actually managed to keep you. I would have tossed you.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, I have enough weirdos on this team.
I'm not weird. What about me is weird?
You're literally a talking skull.
Okay, and I've seen weirder stuff than a talking skull. Thank you very much.
Large?
Such
Yip Yip
as.
freezes.
Like the sun had eyes once. I saw that. That was freaky.
What?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Were there bugbears with, like, glass on their chest?
What? No.
Oh, okay. I had a really weird nightmare once.
Oh, okay.
And that's what weirded you out, not the sun having eyes? Oh, okay.
When you say the sun had eyes, could they see?
I mean, they were looking at me, so I guess it felt like they were looking at me.
The sun's part of it.
White
That's
kids
why I
love
asked.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You all spoke at the same time.
I was saying, can they see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
That sounds really good, man. I don't know what that is, but that sounds real good.
Agreed.
What's sin? What's sin?
I could tell you what sin is. Cinnamon is a spice.
Don't. I literally grabbed you. Yeah. Don't tell him that.
There's 7 of them. What do you want from me?
Don't tell him that.
That's
There's
a big
7
number.
herbs and
Herbs and
spices.
spices, you say?
That's a big number. Balgrath, how much is 7?
Isaiah, what'd you say?
I said 7 herbs and spices, you say?
Yeah.
The only one he needs to know is murder.
And I've heard the secret ingredient is
Murder's
crime.
a sin. Wait, Balgrath, did you say murder's a sin?
Yes, why?
In some places.
Oh. Then I like sinning. That's what I intend to do.
Hey,
In all
man.
places, murder is a sin by definition.
Well, no. Vengeance is not a sin. Murder is, but vengeance isn't.
I mean,
Oh,
they're not mutually
I'm
exclusive.
trying to do.
Technically, murder isn't a sin either. Not the one that I know. Wrath is a sin, but murder just kind of happens. You know,
I'm trying to do all of those things.
fair. Hey, you want to know how you're gonna die?
I already know how I'm gonna die.
I'd like to know how 4 unfortunate souls are gonna die. Well, I mean, I know how they're gonna die. They're gonna die at the end of my daggers.
Balgroth, how do you know? Well, how are you going to die?
Drowning in the blood of my enemies. I'm
That
going
doesn't
down in
sound
a blaze of
ergonomic.
glory.
Why would you want to lose?
Oh no, that's because I'm going down with their armies.
But why not just
Like,
win?
I'm literally going to be the last one standing.
Hey man, I was the last one standing, and look how I turned out.
Man, look at he turned out.
I don't got legs no more, man. I ain't standing no more.
You ain't got no legs, Gary Cortez.
That's what I'm saying. Yip
Oh,
yap,
God.
no tail.
What your legs got in their casket?
Okay, you didn't have to bring up the no tail.
Isn't that your name?
I mean, it's complicated. It's also a medical condition.
Hey man, you said my full name. I'm allowed to say your full legal name too. If you're gonna use
Oh, yeah,
my
what's your
government name,
middle?
I'm gonna use yours.
What's your middle name? Esteban?
I don't have a middle name.
Oh,
Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de los Ramirez.
yeah, what he said.
Interesting.
You see, I had a guy who had a similar name like that. He's dead now.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I had a family one.
I feel like we all had families once, you know?
I still do.
In a
Oh,
convent
they're
sort of
nice.
way.
Yes.
Where are they?
Well, nice is well. I love them. Well, that's a good question. We're looking for them.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Wait, what?
Well,
I was looking for the 4 people who killed my family.
I'm not really. I'm sure they're fine, but I'm keeping an eye out because they're not where they used to be because that burned down.
Oh,
that
they
makes
got
sense.
burned? I got burned once.
Yeah.
I can produce fire.
You know
Those
who
are
else got
hammers
burned?
used
The
in the ritual.
changelings that took the place of Balgroth and Yip Yap.
What happened?
I'm curious, Balgroth and Yip Yap, how exactly did they manage to get you into the jail cells?
We've been over this.
I wasn't in the jail cells. I wasn't there for those conversations.
I'm knocked out and put in the jail cell.
Oh.
He, led me somewhere and then hit me in the back of the head. It was very rude.
They tried
And then he was
to.
tied up for some reason. I don't understand.
Interesting. Sounds terrible. I'm sorry that it happened.
He still
I
had.
got tied up once.
Yeah,
Why were you
Yeah,
tied up?
he hasn't said sorry yet.
Other reasons.
Was this consensual?
In paper. I signed
Moving right along.
What's
Who
consent?
hasn't apologized yet? Yip Yap?
He hasn't.
Who?
Who has it?
Balgroth. The one who hit me in the back of the head.
It wasn't me.
Balgroth apologized.
What do you mean that wasn't you?
It literally wasn't me. It was a changeling.
Changelings. Those are just old kobold foxtails.
You
No.
literally got turned into a changeling.
No.
You know, Balgroth, I feel almost guilty that I saw differences between you and just assumed you were spiraling into a worse and worse vengeful rage.
Oh no. I mean, I could do that. I really could, but I'm trying to contain myself. I'm trying.
I saw you refusing to smite wolves that were attacking us, and I just assumed you were being difficult, like you always are.
That was a really good pep talk you gave me while I was fishing.
What?
I really bared my soul to you.
Oh.
Really nice.
Well, I'm glad that happened.
Me too.
Something about give in to your anger and kill them all.
Yip throws a dagger.
Hey man.
Well, to be honest, it is probably something that I would say.
That's what I'm saying. Why is it that the natural actions of a psychopathic kidnapper happen to align perfectly with yours?
That's a
Because what do you
psychopath.
think? Because what do you think would happen when his entire wife, child, and entire village is destroyed?
What's a syncope?
Yip yap, I can tell you what a psychopath and syncope is. Come over here.
No.
Syncope is a fancy word for
No,
fainting.
no.
I was talking about syncope.
I literally started turning him away.
Yip needs to know to stay hydrated on the job.
Syncope is a fancy word for fainting. Psychopath is a fancy word for eccentric.
Oh, I bothered us. I'm a sycophant.
Oh,
What have you done?
Oh dear. Don't teach it words.
Don't
Alright.
teach it words.
Did he just objectify me?
Ooh.
No,
I've been
you're not.
objectified
No.
Hey, listen, man, I've been objectified before. I still am. I'm hung up in a rope right now. I feel like a decoration.
You're what? I thought you were floating around. I need to get my eyes checked.
Who's
No, that
hung?
ended a while ago. I
But
got this little
Cortez, how would you like to be transported around?
I don't know. Not in a rope.
I mean, I can't have you fly yourself all the time. We could put you in the octopus tank.
No! No, he's freaky.
Oh,
I look at him and I
like,
don't see death. It freaks me out.
I like tying him to Fossil's back.
Oh, wait, I've been thinking about something. Put me on the ground.
Okay. Perhaps I can construct a flesh golem as a body for you.
Oh man, I wouldn't do that. And you put him on the floor of the
Or
caravan.
skin
and
golem.
he starts to like rock back and forth until eventually he starts to like roll around the floor of the caravan. Ah, yeah, it worked.
Oh no.
Fascinating.
That's not going to be very stealth. I'll have to teach you how to sneak roll. You're very
Okay.
loud
Able
at the
to roll in
bow.
a straight line.
This is like the legend of the great Scaramouche.
Kind of hard to
Maybe-
go in a straight line when there's not that much room to move.
Maybe if we like put you in a bag with holes for your eyes, you
What?
could roll quieter.
I don't want to be in a bag though.
I'll make you the
hear of
best
the
rogue
bag man?
ever. I'll make you the best rogue ever. You know, a
You ever
man
hear of
said
the
that to
bag
me
man,
once.
dude? I don't want to be in a bag.
Why don't we
No,
just find a necromancer to get a whole bunch of bones to give him a body?
I don't want other bones. I like my bones.
You don't
like-
have any bones. You're literally a skeleton.
Don't
I
think
am
of
a.
it, don't think of it as a bag. Think of it as clothes.
I never was fond of clothes.
Go on.
I mean, to be fair,
Go
on! To be fair, like half a year ago, I only ever wore a loincloth, so.
Y'all are so uncivilized.
Listen, man.
That's what I've been saying.
You can't insult me with words I don't know the meaning of.
Then how do you know that I'm insulting you?
Because that's most of what you two say to me.
I take offense at that.
Y'all need to be
Yeah,
nicer
he's
to your
right.
pet, man. Come on.
What, to you?
I thought that was your pet. Is he not? Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm a kobo.
No. At best, he's the kid.
Oh,
This
But when
is
you
a
say
pet.
at best he's the kid,
We
does
had
that
a-
mean
we
he
had
could be
a
the
kid.
pet?
We had a kid, and then we left our kid.
Oh, yeah,
What?
the small kid we got home.
did you
Yeah,
kidnap-
not our child, someone else's child.
Why'd you
Right.
have someone else's child?
Oh, he was kidnapped
Yeah,
You
But not by
kidnapped a child?
by some rats.
No. We rescued him from being kidnapped.
Alright.
He was cool.
And I adopted him.
Yeah.
Then
And
why
me.
is he not here?
I
No, he's
adopted
not here.
him
Because he has a family to return to.
Yip yap. How strong were these events? How strong was your family? They were pretty strong, right?
I never really counted how many strong we were.
You had a large dragon that worked with you, correct?
Oh yeah, he was the best.
So this party of 4 adventurers is capable of taking out a large group of kobolds and a dragon. And your intention is to simply walk up to them and kill them?
Well, I mean, I've gotten a lot of experience, like,
With determination,
Like,
anything is possible, Isaiah.
like,
Do you
like
feel you could kill a dragon?
sometimes. Have you tried drinking? It's a wonderful feeling.
Oh dear.
If you pulled out his flask.
And let me
It's
get
not
some of
wrong.
that.
Waddles over, refills it from the keg.
I forgot that we had the keg in here.
Yeah, it's taking up space. I could be rolling around much more efficiently. but there's a
You
barrel.
could be rolling around much more quietly.
I don't
told you.
understand how to make bones quieter.
I do, because like scales are like bones, but on the outside. What you
I
do
am
is
on the outside.
you cover them in cloth, and they don't make as much noise. Come on, Rogue Skull. Think about it.
Why would
You'd
I
be the-
want to be quiet, though? I don't like not being noticed. It makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, you want to be a barbarian?
What is that?
That's what Bob.
But wait, what if he learns to sing? What if he learns to sing? Dude, get this.
Oh,
Bone bar.
wait. Yeah.
Yo, I can totally sing.
Can you say? Go.
Literally just throw him at the enemy, instant vicious mockery.
I could just tell them when they're gonna die. That would probably hurt them.
Wait. Do you have a
Exactly.
soul voice?
Vicious mockery.
A soul voice?
Yeah.
I don't think I have a soul.
Oh, that might be
Oh,
a
that
problem.
hurt my soul. If I had one. Yo!
I have two. Just because pop. Okay. This is why we drink.
No, this is why I drink. I literally take out no, I grab Yip Yap's flax and downs it.
It's like a normal size flask, but for Yip Yap, it's like a luxury size.
Exactly. And then he just immediately downs it. This is too much for me.
But it's just right for me.
I just shake my head in shame. I turn to Isaiah. How in the world did we get to this?
One step at a time, Bolgroff.
Can I get off this ride?
I mean, no one's stopping you. Then the hands of vengeance will just be a little pinchier.
Hey,
Like
man,
a
crabs
crab.
can be powerful.
You're
Like
not
a
wrong.
crab.
I once knew a girl who had crabs. They got real annoying sometimes. They were always like pinching at me.
Oh,
I don't know why she insisted living on the beach, but she liked it.
I was on a beach once.
I feel like we all were at some point.
It wasn't very nice. The sand was coarse, rough, irritating. It got everywhere.
I got buried.
People
in
say
the
life
sand.
is like that.
You know, Mara always said life is like a bunch of goblins. It sucks.
that casual kobold.
Cobaldism?
It makes a lot more sense in Draconic.
Oh, I'll bet it does.
Sure.
People laugh at that where I'm from.
Yeah.
People don't laugh anymore where I'm from.
Y'all are depressing sometimes. My God, I'm dead.
You want a drink?
Are you really dead, Cortez?
I mean,
You don't
in
seem
terms
dead.
of like biology and theology, probably.
What did he just say? What
So
language
what-
is that?
Well, you're clearly doing something.
I didn't do this. I'm just kind of here. I'm just in a vibe right now. I don't know. This could be my personal hell, honestly.
Oh, please, you're getting liquor.
Exactly.
Okay.
You are getting liquor.
Hey, everyone
How's
knows
that
there's
bad?
wine in hell.
No, people whine in hell. There is no wine in hell.
I don't know. I heard from a clown once there was wine in hell.
It's probably Merlot or something.
I heard a clown say that he was going to commit various war crimes. I like that guy.
Mustard?
Interesting guy.
How about Mr. Gav?
No. The clown I knew, he was a real sad sack. He had pink hair though. He was a weird guy.
I wouldn't listen to him. People
So
who have
Cortez-
pink hair and pronouns.
Cortez, you have no interest in regaining a body?
I mean, it'd be cool, but like, I don't know. I've been buried for I don't even know how long. So just being able to like see things is cool.
I mean, yeah, think about all the dances you've missed because you have no body.
To go
I've never
with.
had anybody.
Oh.
Also, how do you even know what I was before? You could make me the wrong body, and then I would get dysphoria. Are you gonna give me dysphoria?
what-
I would
were
probably
you?
give you a really cool body. Like, you look like a human. I don't know, what does a skull look like?
Looks like a human skull.
You look like a human of
That's
some sort.
racist.
What if I got you, like, something burly, like an orc body, or something that could fly?
You can already make me fly, though.
But it would be less temporary.
You mean more
Or like
permanent?
those guys we see that are like people but birdie.
Oh, Limerius?
You know what those are called? You've been bird for whatever.
They've been around for a good while. I knew a couple.
Oh, I have not known about them until like this month. What's a month?
There's one thing I'm still curious about. It's like, how were you brought back to life?
Oh, well, see, there was this girl, and I think I made her angry or something. I don't know. She was crazy. I didn't understand her at all. But I think I made her angry, and so she was like, I'm going to make you feel alone forever. And then next thing I know, I'm underground. So, I don't know. She was kind of crazy.
Well, it looks like she failed. You're not alone forever. Seems
I
like
knew a
for
girl.
right now, you're stuck with us.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
feel very alone, even when surrounded by
You know, I feel like I've known women like that.
Yeah, I knew a girl like that, except the girl was actually for adventurers.
I tried to riz up a
That
queen.
sounds like a big woman.
I tried to riz up a big woman.
Yeah?
Almost did it.
Did it work?
Almost.
Yeah, guess what? I failed to riz up women too, Balgroth. Not special.
No. Here, Isaiah. When I try to riz up women and fail, it's a one in a lifetime thing. When you try to riz up women, it's a common occurrence. Yes, imp.
Yip Yap eats from a bag that says
Balgroth,
Riz
what I'm
crack.
hearing is you and I have the same batting average.
Yip Yap eats from a bag that says
Yeah.
Riz crackers. Confused.
Yeah, 99 to 1, fam. Yours is completely in reverse.
What have you done with 99 women?
Win.
Unlikely.
You know,
I have
I've
a
been pretty
kid.
successful with women.
I had a kid.
We all had a kid, but we gave him away, remember?
I'm sorry, I've never been with a woman. What kind of
This goes in the corner.
couple do you take this for? Ooh, outside of marriage? Oh.
He just goes in the corner and puts his hand in his hands. Just even imagining the sight.
I don't even.
Oh,
Balgroth, why are you thinking about cobalt sex?
he brought it up. He brought it up. It's not my fault. Oh,
You were married, right, Balgroth?
yes, I was.
So she was one.
Like
So she
I
was
said-
1 in 99 to you.
Like I said, I had a kid.
Interesting.
He Balgroth literally pulls he literally pulls the keg of beer closer to him as he almost rips off the top.
Balgroth, what was your son's name?
He didn't even get to name him. He begins to look at the keg of beer.
So the attack happened just after birth?
No, he was unborn.
Oh.
We didn't even get to name him.
But did you see the body afterwards to determine it was a him?
That's what all we had hoped. He lays his head on the keg.
I'm sorry, Balgroth.
Yip Yap just slowly takes the flask and refills it.
What are you
No.
doing?
I think I have some kids out there in the world, but I don't know for sure,
Oh?
I feel like we
Where-
all have kids in a cosmic sort of way.
What?
I mean,
No?
For
You-
legal reasons, I definitely have no children.
we all you guys influence people, and I don't know.
The only one I've influenced now is this guy.
Are you my
What's it, you?
son?
That's not true. There were those orphans in that one town that we all tried to influence positively that instead twisted our influence to follow very dark paths that vaguely resemble our own.
Hey, Mary No Fear is a well-adjusted child.
Is she the one that murdered animals or people?
She had a dog.
Who also was kind of a vicious dog.
But anyway, you called me your son, so I win.
I honestly thought he wouldn't catch that, but okay.
I have. Just because you've never seen my ears doesn't mean I don't have them, Balgroth.
Dang, that's the most intelligent thing he said all day.
What's that
We
word you
want to
said
support
there?
a father, Balgroth.
What's that I word you said there?
I
What was that, Isaiah?
I said you should be a more supportive father, Balgroth.
I usually am. If only I wasn't hindered by all this unyielding rage.
Hey, I have unyielding
Pride
rage.
in someone else.
You know, Balgroth, what if... Who attacked... Do you know who attacked your home? Because I know who attacked my home. I feel like we've had this conversation before.
Yes, I do know who attacked my home. It was one of our neighboring villages, specifically the kingdom of goblins. And I want to see them all destroyed.
Well, they're not the monsters I'm looking for, but I'll definitely help you because I hate goblins, so...
Yo, Kingdom of Goblins? Where are you from?
I'm
We're
a
in,
goblin.
we're in Glenville. Where are you from?
Glenville.
I'm from Nihilith. But I mean, where did you live near that Kingdom of Goblins?
I lived in Malagraph. The kingdom of goblins was Karkovan.
Oh, that's right. You're like half orc, right? You're from the Sione, the snowy place, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Luke was in Sione.
Dude, I've been to that Goblin Kingdom before. Those guys are something else.
Yeah, goblins are pretty gross.
No, I mean they were actually kind of hospitable. Well, the little guys weren't, but the bigger guys kind of were.
Big
Just
goblins?
deliver a lot of food.
Do you
Goblins
know where
are-
they could? Do you know where any of them more could be hiding?
Well, they're just kind of like all around.
Did you say big goblins?
Well, what were they called? They weren't exactly goblins. They were like
Like
Goblin
goblins, they're like, do they tall? They talk out
Hobgoblins?
about
yeah, hobgoblins.
Hmm.
Like taller.
What?
More
Why
red
are
and
goblins-
orange and green.
Why are goblins that have a limp taller? What? They have to hobble around? What?
I know that they have this king. Is he still around?
Is he
I
still
haven't
around?
killed them, so obviously.
You're the king of goblins?
No, I'm saying I haven't killed him.
Oh, alright.
What
What's
do
he
you
like?
think-
Can he
What do you
sing?
think he would be?
Oh, I don't remember if I ever actually met him face to face. He seemed cool, I guess. I don't know.
Do you think he has a babe?
Maybe.
A babe with power?
What power?
I don't know.
The power of voodoo.
Voodoo?
Voodoo?
What?
You remind him of the babe.
He-
You know what? Never mind.
We're gonna take that to go on a 10-minute break.
Yada yada does it.
It does it.
Thank you for coming to this improv session.
My bad.
I know, right? I don't think we necessarily did anything awesome with this plot. But hey,
What we did is entertain mostly ourselves, and that's the
Mel's
most
out there being
important.
like, I didn't prepare anything. I forgot. Let's see if we can get them monologuing and dialoguing.
The most
which
important
is
goal.
what always happens. Oh mercy! You know what? I'll be right back. I'm getting me a beer.
Do I want? Hello, audience. I see it's just you and me now. I'm sorry. I know I'm not who you came here for. But while I have you. Nah, never mind.
Do paint it black, guitar man.
What?
Paint it black and take it back. Shout it louder. Get fired to the end. We hear the call.
Oh, 分かってくるのか? Instead of running away, you're coming right at me then. I can't beat you without getting any closer.
Name is Inigo Mendoza. Kill my father. Prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
I'm better than a lot.
So, wait, specifically, Dale, quick question.
Yep.
Have you seen part 5 yet?
No. Sadly.
Neither have I.
Really?
I've been waiting to, but seminary's been crazy, so I haven't had time.
I feel that. Oh, funny story. Tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, I'm going to like a teaching preaching conference thing, and I had one of the things I had to prepare was for Jonah chapter 1, and I decided to call it "The Righteousness of God Revealed from Flight to Fish."
That's pretty good.
That's it. I might get kicked out, but it's worth it.
Like the first half of this semester of Hebrew was translating and doing syntax work on the entire book of Jonah.
Nice.
Jonah.
Jonah.
Don't you just love how the English language has taken, however it was in history, how it went from Yonah running to Yafo to Jonah going to Joppa?
Yep.
Like how I get the consonant shift. I don't get the vowels reversal.
Question: If coffee is bean water, then is beer bread water?
Yes.
I'm a genius.
Technically, beer is sour sugar. Or I guess like dead. I don't know. You take yeast, I need to make bread again. Making bread is fun because like
Making bread is fun.
you learn how operative the flavor of yeast is in beer when you make bread.
This is technically my 4th ever beer. It is definitely an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Now, why do you wish to acquire the taste, Jeremiah? Why do you wish to acquire the taste?
Because, like, literally every one of my mentors drinks beer, and I'm like, what the heck is all the hubbub about? What's all the hype about? And also just because I give into peer pressure too easily.
You really want to... This is the real move, away from the Baptist tradition towards the Anglican tradition.
Hey, I've already been doing that since I was a Presbyterian. I've been drinking wine for
I
5
messed with
years.
No,
Like,
I didn't.
usually, like, for me, it's like either wine coolers, straight wine, or vodka.
Sure.
So, like, it's weird because I can handle vodka, but I've, like, until, like, last week, I never tried beer.
Really?
Which is weird. It's weird. Like, everybody, like, when I tell everybody else, they think it's weird too. And I'm like, why do you think it's so weird? I guess just doing that is not normal, which I don't necessarily blame myself.
I mean, as long as you're doing what you like, it's not a big deal. Also,
Exactly.
I'm going to be sending you a response to your extended epistle, the Reformed Polity. Or
Oh, you actually read it?
Oh, I read it. Yeah, I just have to. I even have an outline. I just have to like respond.
Oh my gosh! Why are you actually forming a response? You could just say I disagree.
I
love you.
I hope this epistle starts Jeremias Apostolos.
Grace and peace to you. What do you think?
Wait, no, that's a completely different phrase. What is it?
But
Oh,
why
the one time I did most excellent Theophilus in hackneyed Greek.
Hackneyed Greek. I mean, I guess I could write it in Greeklish or something.
No, like it was in Greek, but grammar.
So, Stephen, you speak some Hebrew? Do you speak Greek as well, or know Greek as well?
I study Hebrew and Greek. I don't study them to be fluent. I study them to look at a verse and go, "Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, Mac." No.
I see.
We do it primarily for apologetic reasons.
Yeah.
What are you sorry about?
What I'm about to do with my fist.
I love this. People who say Halloween, Christmas, and Easter are pagan are the dumbest people alive. Well,
there's always something.
That would include Muslims, so yeah, they're the dumbest people alive.
Boy, you're gonna get this place bombed or something. Banned, I mean. Whoops. Anyway.
Don't.
Salami. Have you seen that episode of the Boondocks where like there's like the fake Hotep kid who's like, you know, whatever. The struggle is down, my brother. Egg salami bacon.
Yep.
I don't know how I missed that in my first go around.
Aaron McGruder is an absolute genius when it comes to that sort of. I mean, when it comes to that sort of comedy.
I love the Freedom Riders episode because, like, I had just seen Freedom Riders at school, and then like my teacher knew Julian Bond, so then I've got Julian, you know, talking about what's his name? Freeman. What's Granddad's real name? It's not God.
I just call him Granddad.
Yeah, no, but he's got a name. It's not Howard Freeman.
Let me see.
Oh gosh.
Robert
Freeman. Yeah, that's it.
Robert Freeman.
Well,
the man knew his way to the white man's heart. He knew how to overcome the white supremacist structure of the world It was with cheese.
You see, this is why I have a doctorate in cheese making.
Okay, so we're gonna continue. And I do have stuff planned. I have a thing planned for this.
Okay,
session.
we were
I
joking. I was joking
I
at least.
just think it's important for you guys to have in-character conversations because you don't do that very often, really.
No, and most of our in-character conversations involve some lore and mostly memes.
It's fun. But as we cut back to the session, we continue kind of walking through this path with all of you kind of talking with each other and joking in some way or this way, reminiscing and being angsty with your large amounts of alcohol. And through your trek, the path eventually comes upon a campsite of sorts in the woods. Yep. And the campsite, kind of, the tents are strewn about, and the campfire in the center of it is long been cold. As you all just kind of, the wolves continue to just kind of walk through it, but they seem to slow their gait as their heads turn back and forth as if on guard for something.
I look at them and wonder if anything's going on. They can't necessarily understand our speech, can they?
I don't know if you ever tried talking to them.
Do they speak kobold?
No.
Yep,
Probably
tries
not.
barking at them like a kobold.
One of them looks back at you and just kind of tilts its head.
Well, I tried. Oh well. Guess we're doomed.
I lean forward and ask, "What's wrong? What's wrong? Do you see anything?"
Reese is in a Cyrodian well?
The wolves kind of just sniff at the air until eventually they come to a stop and start pawing at the ground. You guys are more than welcome to make perception checks for any reason.
Yeah, I'll make one.
I'll have Fossil make one on my.
I was trying to lead into it.
So Fossil is making that perception check, not Yip.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, I can't see nothing.
It's a real
Bro,
not.
I'm blind.
It's a
Can't
real
you
not.
see I'm blind?
It's a real not
Wait,
Caleb.
wait.
It's a real.
Yeah.
It's a real not Caleb situation. Yip thinks he's taking care of Fossil. Fossil's taking care of Yip. Yep.
Wait, if somebody sees anything, let's see. I could, because I have more than one.
Mhm.
I use my divine sense.
All right.
What does Fossil see?
What does your fossil eyes see?
What are your pseudo-dragonic eyes? A tiny band of crickets playing smooth jazz.
Okay, so what you all see as you all start to like actually focus on your surroundings, strewn beneath like tattered tarps of tent and behind logs are body parts. It's difficult to tell what kind of being these parts come from. They all have palish tan skin, some have darker skin than others. But there are no heads or anything like that to identify what specifically these types of creatures were. And Fossil and Isaiah, you... more so hear something moving around further into the campsite. Something that creates soft, like breaths, like pants, as it kind of shifts beneath a half-standing tent.
What do you guys see?
There's something under the tree.
What's that, Fossil? What do you see, boy? Oh, bodies. Food. Oh, well. And then, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you properly. What's under the tree?
There's something.
There's something. Okay.
Yip, go scout out that tree for us.
Okay.
Do you want no? Do you want him to die again?
Too late, he's already gone.
Yip, put your token down, please.
Oh gosh, I ready in action and immediately go after Yip Yap.
Where am I going? What tree? Oh,
That tree. With the thing under it.
as I approach.
Yeah.
As I approach, what do I see?
As you approach,
Fangs closing in around your face.
you see that there's something kind of moving beneath the tarp of a half-destroyed tent. And it seems to be making the kind of labored breaths until until it finally like kind of slinks out from under the tarp. And at first it doesn't really seem to notice you or really take care of you being near it. But the first thing you see is a lion's head kind of pushing the tarp out of the way and sniffing through the dirt. And there's this odd kind of movement beneath its flesh of its shoulders and back that seems to be causing it some pain, as it's not moving very much, but trying to like still walk around.
Oh, I know this kobold wives' tale. There's like a thorn in its paw, Balgrove. You need to pull it out, or like heal it or something. Like a bad tooth. You know, it's a wives' tale. There's a lot of different stories.
Are you sure?
I don't know if I've ever been sure a day in my life.
All right, whatever. I lean in closer and hold my hand out open palm.
Roll an animal handling.
Oh, great. This is going to be fun. See?
Oh,
So
we wanted to attach to that hand.
Yip Yap will give him the help action, so he gets advantage.
okay. Roll again.
Yip Yap's just gonna go like, "Here, kitty, kitty."
So it kind of it looks up as it recognizes you all trying to get close at your face.
I'm sure it's just a girl and her dog. Nothing too serious.
And it tilts its head, the mane kind of tattered and lots of it missing. And before it can really react to you reaching your hand out to it, either getting closer or further away, the movement beneath its skin starts to bubble and grow more aggressive as this pulsing kind of at the joint of its shoulder and spine starts to grow, and bones poke out from the flesh, causing the lion to roar in what you can definitely tell is immense pain. But the bones aren't an arm bone or a rib cage. They look like horns. that are piercing through the flesh as this kind of bubble of skin shapes itself into a goat head that tries to jump out of the lion, its hooves ripping from the skin, causing blood to splatter on the ground as it uses its hooves to try and dig into the ground to get away, and the lion tries biting at it to either get it off or put it back. You're unsure, but it looks like it's having a really bad time.
I immediately pull my hand back in absolute horror. What are you?
Does Yip Yap maybe know what this is? Have I maybe heard wives' tales?
Roll a religion.
Oh. Hey, I have a +1.
So there are stories among kobolds and most creatures are stories of unfortunate animals that somehow end up combined with other animals. It's very rare that these stories are taken seriously because there's no in-person accounts. There's no, like, proof. But, I mean, you see the thing in front of you.
Is it a chimera?
Maybe. You wouldn't know that word, though.
Oh, that wouldn't be the word they'd use?
Would
No.
I recognize this in my studies
Or I.
when I was a kid?
Both of you can roll religion.
It's another be there.
Finally. 17.
Yeah, so Isaiah, you're kind of in the same boat as Yip Yap, where you've heard stories and accounts of creatures. In your case, it was the creatures who were unfortunately used as experiments for botched spells. But Balgroth, you have memories of the priest that kind of took you in and taught you the ways of the Tellurian, teaching you of how the Tellurian's creatures would sometimes be the unfortunate escapades of other deities, games, and entertainment.
Let's see.
You would know the word chimera. And Isaiah, the word would kind of pop up in this situation, but it wasn't used for this specific instance when you learned it.
Dang.
I know what this is.
What?
This is the old priest, the old man used to tell me about these things. It's a chimera. No, it's a chimera. That's the way you pronounce it.
A camera.
Did he do I remember him teaching us any way to actually deal with these things without hurting them, or just the only way to take them out of their misery? Any way to cure them is to put them out of their misery.
Roll a history.
Are cameras dangerous, Balgra? Will they steal your soul or anything?
Chimera at least definitely look dangerous, and if you put them in a battle, they are definitely not the ones you want to mess with. You better be glad
what if we befriend him and bring him with us to, like, take care of the goblins and the adventurers?
I'm not sure if that's possible.
So, what you remember from kind of the brief lessons you were taught on these creatures is that in most cases it was always best to put them out of their misery, because more often than not they weren't outwardly aggressive because of the immense pain that they were put through. But due to that pain, they are known to lash out.
Oh, lash out!
When it comes to, I guess, unfortunately, this creature, they're in so much pain that any hurt could be seen as an act of aggression and therefore lash out. So, if we interact in any way, we're going to have to.
Should I go put it out of its misery?
No. You'll be torn apart.
Yip slowly removes his hands away from doing his version of burning hands.
If I call you, then, of course, I'll need your help.
I mean, I'm right here.
All right, then. Isaiah.
Yes?
Come on. You're probably going to want to see this.
All right. I mean, I can see it fine from over here, but all right. What are you thinking?
All right, if you want to be a little wimp and not get the piece of the action, you can.
You want just a quick fireball to end this?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything going to be quick about taking down this.
All right, hang on. Actually, I would like to cast this spell.
Bordenkainen's Faithful Death. Oh.
Detect thoughts.
Who are you detecting the thoughts of?
Of the creature.
We had a brain.
Of the creature.
It doesn't meet the intelligence quota, so you can't use that spell on it.
Drat. All right. Well, in that case, Balgroth, would you like to start off?
All right. Well, first, let's before we put this out of this misery, make sure that we're taken care of. And so to begin, I cast Bless on everyone.
Okay.
Why did everything get slightly brighter around me as I look?
And then I guess for my extra attack, I take out my Blade of Vengeance. Of course, I whisper, I'm sorry that I have to do this, but in order to maintain the order and give peace to you, you must be taken from this world. I shot for the Great Tylurian and attack with my Blade of Vengeance. Does a 20 hit?
Yes, a 20 does hit.
Sure hope it do.
And with my smite, it's not a fiend, is it?
No.
Just wanted to check.
Do you move close enough for this to hit?
What? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I forgot to move my token, but yeah,
You
I
just
do.
swing at the air real hard.
Hit!
So that's 19. So, while it's kind of more or less distracted in its own pain, you bring your sword down on top of it. Like, what exactly are you trying to do? How are you trying to kill it?
I'm trying to cut off the goat head.
Ah, yeah, I assumed you were going to. The sword kind of sinks down into the neck that melds into the shoulder, but it doesn't cut all the way through. And while you have harmed the creature, it is unfortunately not dead. And the lion kind of tries to move away from the attack and hits itself against the tree, kind of knocking it down to its side as it howls in pain, and the goat squirms against the side of the lion, trying to dig its way out. And now you guys should roll for initiative.
Wow, what a roll.
Oh.
Wow, what a roll.
Boy.
Rolling around at the speed of...
Wait, yeah, the initiative rolls doesn't work with Bless, does it?
No.
Yep, pulls a ukulele and goes...
As it kind of it kind of swipes at the tree and starts like moving against the ground, writhing in pain. When you notice that its tail is kind of creating this snapping noise, and what looks like a lion's tail with the tuft of fur at the end, it stands out straight before accumulating and becoming something slicker and scalier as bright yellow eyes snap towards you, and the snake tail hisses in defiance of the pain. And Isaiah, you're up.
Be careful.
Yes, for some reason my thing's being weird, but we'll go with this.
Isn't everything with you weird?
Yip Yap and Balgroth are unaffected by this.
Okay.
It takes 25 damage.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Fireballs, yum!
Fire!
Yeah, that stings a little bit.
Oh dear.
And the edges of its mane and the kind of tips of the ram's horns kind of alight in flame before it starts rolling on the ground again to put out the fire. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, so it's now rolling around on fire?
It's like singed.
Yeah, no, that makes this even funnier. Okay. Yip Yap
Oh, no.
is gonna just throw out his hand. Ooh. I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos to re-roll that. Because this is funny and I really want it to work. No! What is my plus? Why am I such a bad roller?
You still don't have a spell save DC.
Wait, I'm confused. Rolling. Proficiency is 3. 7 minus 2 plus. Oh, okay. Dang it. A skeletal hand comes up randomly, trying to grasp at the lion as Yip Yap goes, "Shh! It'll all be over soon. It'll all be over soon."
So is the 8 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't hit. And it just it doesn't really react, more so it's already in enough pain, it doesn't really seem to notice that. Yeah. Is that your turn?
I don't think I have an attack now. So, yeah, no.
All right. And then it's to Balgroth.
All right, so, well, attack 1, smack it again. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
9, 17. Wait,
It's 16 damage.
16. My math is off.
It's all right.
And smack it again.
All right, yeah, that it's.
I keep saying, I hate that I have to do this. I hate that I have to do this, but I have to. I'm
It just
sorry.
keeps howling in pain. Whoa!
I did it at level 2.
Hey.
So, yeah, I
Okay.
know. I'm that good. What was that? 33?
It's 33, yeah. It is. You managed to. You managed to sever the goat from the side of this beast, but it's still roaring in agony as it goes to its turn.
Guys, I've only done 1/3 of the job. Keep an eye out and watch for the poison.
And the goat kind of crawls along the floor. It only has its front half, as it just kind of slowly bleeds out to death on the ground. And the Chimera is gonna try. It's going to try and bite at Balgroth 2 times.
Oh, I forgot. My AC is not as good as Donatello's is. It's a 17.
Oh, so those both hit.
Uh-huh. 11. Good night. Okay, 26 damage.
And after it bites you, it's going to try and kind of, as best as it can, it's going to try and move past you all. So what is that? It's going to try and run, which you guys, Balgroth and Yip Yap, both get an opportunity attack, and it's going to stumble and fall to its feet at the ground there.
Does that hit?
Yes, that both of those hit.
I don't think I can add sneak attack to that, can I?
No, I'll say no.
20.
Yes, Balgroth.
Oh,
How-
yeah.
How do you
So
want to end
25
it?
total.
I guess since you got the opportunity to attack, Balgroth and Yip Yap both get to decide how you end it.
So has the goat head been severed?
The goat head has bled out on the ground
Okay.
somewhere over here.
Let's see, where's Balgroth here? Yip Yap is going to stab into its left eye and carve down the side of its face, leaving Balgroth to give it the felling blow.
Hmm.
It's just carving from eye to clavicle, or whatever the wolf equivalent.
I leap up in the air with my blade pointed downwards and then stab it right into the nape of its neck. With pushing in as deep as I can, whispering with almost half tears in my eyes, "I'm sorry. You weren't meant for this."
Dang.
And as the light starts to leave its eyes and it kind of howls turn to whimpers into nothing. The lion's body twitches in response to death as the snake tail continues to writhe and squirm until it eventually rips out from the body of the lion and quickly slithers away into the grass as blood trails behind it, leaving just the deflated bodies of a lion and a half of a goat.
Can I pursue the snake?
You can. It's just quickly getting its way out of there, though.
Well, I would like to cast this on it.
Dex save. Oh,
Yeah. It tries to leave, but you quickly douse it in flames, leaving in its wake just the charred imprint of a snake.
Excellent.
well, this
I would
meat
like
is
to examine the goat and lion bodies.
The goat, with its kind of eyes left open from death, you can tell that its eyes aren't goat eyes, technically. They're, instead of the typical, like, slash of pupils that goats have, these eyes are completely white, with no trace of pupil or iris. And on the horns of the goat are carved ruins that you don't really recognize. And upon the lion, there's not really anything. The lion's mane appears to have been either singed off by another thing or cut off, pulled out. Multiple teeth are missing from its maw, and in its front paws are kind of, what are those called? When you like burn something on someone.
Oh, brand.
A branding,
Brand.
yeah. Brandings of similar runes on the horns.
Yip
Hmm.
Yap's
Would I
just
be able to recognize any?
No.
Yip Yap's just slinking by, looking at all this like, well, I'm gonna go harvest the meat from the other bodies because this creature is clearly cursed as heck. I'm gonna go and harvest from the corpses we saw earlier.
Yeah. You find like arms and legs and stuff.
I harvest.
Isaiah, Balgroth, what are y'all doing?
I guess I'll set the remaining corpses on fire.
No, I'm harvesting from them.
You don't want those, Yip Yap.
Yes, I do.
He means
you
lion.
want- yeah, I mean the lion and goat corpses.
Yeah, the lion and goat.
Oh, okay.
And as they're burning, I say a prayer to the Tylurian, of course, thanking him for the victory in this battle, but also for the sorrow of having to do this for some of his creatures, and begging to be pointed in the right direction in order to bring proper vengeance to the ones that have hurt these poor animals.
Yeah, the body burns, becomes ash, leaving just kind of skeletal remains. And Yip Yap, while you're collecting food, after you've already kind of collected a good bit, you go to grab a leg that's poking out of one of the tarps. And as you grab it, you softly hear, "Hey, wait. Help." It's this tent. The one he's next to.
Okay. Waddle, waddle, waddle. I waddle inside.
Well, it's like there's a the tarp has like fallen down on top of.
I untarp. Hello.
As you move the tarp out of the way, you see this. I don't know if you know what it is. You see this human with grayish skin who kind of puts their arm over their face as the tarp is taken away and the sun can beat down on them again. Hello?
Do any of us notice what's happening? Or do we see?
Yeah, I'd say you guys could see that Yip Yip has found a person.
I put my sword away and begin walking over to him.
Balgroth would know this person to be a drow.
Who's you, sir?
That, my friend, is a drow. But what is not the best question to ask. Little one, who are you?
I was asking him where he was.
She kind of sits up and looks at Balgroth. Her eyes kind of linger on Yip Yip for a moment before she looks around the campsite in kind of grief-stricken terror. Is it gone?
Is what?
Yeah, we killed it. the Chris? What was it? Chris Camera? James Cameron? Whatever it was, we killed it.
Chimera.
Kyber Crystal.
Whatever. You're safe now.
Thank you. It's such a sad sight to see, but I am thankful that I don't have to fear of being eaten anymore.
Yep.
Of course. Did you tell us what happened here? How you came across this?
I was camping with refugees like myself. We were trying to make our way across this continent, and we heard this roar. We thought it was an owl bear or something akin to it, and this poor creature rampages through our camp, running through our fire and slamming itself against trees and the ground. We tried to calm it down, we tried to sedate it, but it killed whoever got close enough. I hid rather than tried helping. And I do very much regret that. Now that I see what happened.
Well, you survived. And that's more than enough. So, could you said you were refugees. Where are you guys coming from?
Oh, we come from many places. I was, and she pauses for a noticeable moment as her eyes dart from the ground to like the trees around you. Nihilith with other drow. We ran out by the quite aggressive Limrius that like to keep to their own there. And we were trying to make our way to Setya.
Someone just said they were from Nihilith. Like the skull or something.
Yes, Cortez.
Hey, wait a second. Yip Yap pads away in the middle of her talking and gets Gary. Hey, I know someone alive from Nile, wherever. From the Nile.
Are you talking to Gary?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
man, that's sick.
pulling him along.
Okay. Oh,
This guy. He's from where you're from.
the drow kind of looks at the skull with a good bit of fear in her eyes. And then Gary kind of starts talking. Oh, wow, she's going to die in 2 days. What?
He lies. I tell the truth. He lies. What? No, anyways. Don't do that. Don't scare people, okay? Look at our friends. There's nothing left. That lion thing ate them alive, ate all their bones and stuff. So, or ate all the flesh off their bones. So just be personable.
Yep. That is a conversation that is best held in private.
Oh dear.
Be personable.
I'm sorry about him. He's not very tact friendly.
Most kobolds aren't. It's all right though. This is the price I pay.
You know kobolds?
Yeah. A little bit. I would hate to really be a bother, but where are you three heading?
I turned to Isaiah. Where are we heading again? I continue to lose track.
We are heading to Miro.
Yeah, we're heading to a Miro.
Oh, Miro. I guess. Would I possibly be able to hitch a ride with you three there? I would walk, but I've never been in this continent before. I don't really know my way around, and my leg hurts very badly. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Yeah, we got room. There used to be 4 of us, and then he fell into a tree and came out under a wagon. I gave back the gold I took from him.
He means yes.
We'd be happy to have you, ma'am. What is your name?
My name is Estelle Val, and she kind of cuts herself off. Estelle Val. That's my name.
Well, Estelva, I am... Oh, introduce yourself, gentlemen.
Yip Yap Nuttail. Kobold Rogue.
He stands and bows. Balgroth, the Dark.
Isaiah sort of pulls his eyes back out of the top of his skull after that comment. Well, is there anything you need to grab before we move along? Any other survivors or possessions you need?
She kind of looks around, and then behind her, she reaches back into the tent under the tarp and pulls out a knapsack.
She had a gun.
This is all I have left, I suppose. Would one of you possibly be able to help me up? I actually can't really feel my legs.
Bograph.
Oh, Balgrath, do your magics.
You mean just literally just goes and picks her up and carries her?
A magic. Oh, romantic.
Thank you.
He nods and then carries her princess style back to the cart.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep awkwardly side eyes the bodies he's just butchered as he follows behind.
I yell behind, "Come on, Yip Yap. Don't follow behind."
But I like following behind. Your shadow keeps the sun off my nose. My eyes
But
are
I
always
need
moving
it.
this way.
But I need it so I can keep an eye on you.
Oh.
So you all pile back onto the wagon?
Yes.
Estelle kind of tries to sit comfortably, but she's having issues like moving her legs as she kind of like rubs her knees awkwardly.
I begin to I look at her, and do I see anything particularly wrong with her legs that could be easily fixed?
She's wearing like cloth trousers that fall at her ankles, so it's hard to tell if there's anything outwardly wrong with her legs.
Mm-hmm. If I may, I would like to see if anything on your legs is inwardly broken. So, do you mind if I poke a few places?
I suppose not. Are you a healer?
I begin to halfway cast lay on hands as my hands start to.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much the best one you got so far.
Thank
And
you.
I cast lay on hands on her legs. Does anything happen?
The glow kind of grows and expands over her legs before retreating back into your hands, and she starts like stretching them out and turning her ankles and knees and stuff, kind of testing them out. Oh, that feels much better. I think that snake bit me. I was worried I'd been poisoned, but it seems I was just slightly paralyzed.
Oh, good. If it was that, I mean, I could have easily. It was either that or protection from poison. Either one is good. Either one's good.
I would have done something, but I don't have that much magic left in me.
Oh,
So I take
we're all
you're a
magic.
user?
Yes. And she kind of like waves her hand, and a good berry appears in her palm.
Would you mind?
Oh, do you want it?
Sure.
Here, of course. Thank you. As thanks.
Sure. He flips it up on his thumb and then catches it in his mouth. How much health do I recover from that?
A good berry only gives one, I believe.
Yeah, 1 per berry, a max of 10. Druid spell. Level 1. Conjuration, I
I
believe.
now have 14 health. I now have 14 health. This is
Yo,
probably the
Druid
lowest I've been
berry.
all game. And he smiles, smirking. Thanks.
So, you all are very mismatched group. What's your business in Miro?
Oh, me? Vengeance. Hence the name, and he points to the sign of the Tellurian, the armor. Uh, uh, a group of villagers destroyed my town And so I'm off getting revenge. I motion to the guy in the top hat. He has his own story, and so does the little one.
Right. She looks to Isaiah. What about you?
What was the question?
What's your
Like,
backstory?
Oh, my back.
No, she asked like, "What's your business in Miro specifically?"
What's your goal?
Oh, I see. Okay, I see. We're looking for someone.
Oh,
We've been hired to search, and so we are heading there in the hopes of finding her.
and she kind of like tentatively points at Yip Yap. You?
A party of adventurers killed my family. I'm gonna find them. Make them pay.
As you say that, there's like this, for a brief moment, she has this like brief flash of something in her eyes before she looks away.
Do I recognize this woman?
Um, I don't know. Roll like a history, I guess, or roll insight. Roll insight. Yeah.
Do I know this woman?
You don't recognize her outwardly, but there's this instinctual feeling within you that you might know who she is.
Was one of the four a drow?
You gave me the notes. I don't think one of them was a drow.
Did I try to accidentally riz up one of Yip Yap's worst enemies?
She looks to Balgra. So you worship the Tellurian, then?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, girl.
I am a follower of, I guess you would call them the Radiants.
No. Well, why is that? Why do you follow the Radiance?
What?
Balgrath, because Kiriga is totally cool.
Yeah, I know why you follow the Radiance, but he then looks her in the eye. Why do you follow the Radiance?
Well, it's I guess you could call it a family tradition. It must seem odd for a drow to follow a deity of light, but I've always looked to the Radiants. We would call them Sila. I always looked to them as a guiding light, source of power.
See, yes, what she said, source of light. See, I told you that Kiriga is the one who changes the sun every year.
Kiriga is what you call it.
Spoiled Kiriga, yeah.
Her she starts to fidget a lot with her hands and moves a little bit away from Yip Yap.
Oh, am I talking too much? I know I can be annoying.
I think you're fine. She's just nervous, I guess.
I'm on edge, and I am very overwhelmed with a lot of things right now. I would just like to rest, I suppose.
Well, sure. Well, if the Radiance has been guiding you this whole time, it's led you to a place of safety. We'll make sure you're well taken care of. Get some rest.
Kiriga still watches over us. Look, he wrote me a letter. See? It says that he misses me.
Does it say that?
I think it does. Yeah, it does actually say that.
Yeah.
It says it in
What is
Thieves'
it showing
Camp.
us?
I was gonna say he can't read.
It says it in Thieves' Camp.
As everyone knows, I can't read.
Well, like, she kind of just like moves into like a corner of the wagon and kind of curls up with her knees to her chest as she has like a hood attached to the back of her kind of vest that she's wearing, and she pulls it over her head and attempts to sleep.
All right. Well then, should we be on our way?
I think so.
And with that, we'll end the session there. So thank you all for participating, and thank you all for watching. And we should have a session next week, but not on Halloween.
That should be fine.
Oh boy.
Cool. See you all later. Bye.
Boy.
Bye.